together, we're weirder together.
Once a week, we have a Weirder Together mini episode with listener questions. If anyone has a question, they can send them in to weirdertogetherpod@gmail.com. And you ready for our question, Ione Skye?
Yeah.
So Sydney musician Huck Hastings has written in saying, what's a book from your teen years or the earliest you can remember that really changed you? Why don't you kick us off?
I feel like, the obvious thing would be going toward like Siddhartha or something like that, because it's sort of mind-blowing, those kind of books. But, books like Flowers in the Attic don't really count. I don't think they change you. They're just like—
They make you a pervert.
Exactly. I read all 3 of that trilogy. I'd have to say that what comes to mind is like The Philosophy of Andy Warhol. Is that the one where he has the phone calls in the beginning?
No, that's the diaries.
Oh, the
Andy Warhol diaries, the really big ones, right?
No, the phone call. He does this great thing where he has a phone call with B, I think he calls the person. And it's just so clever. And he talks about how much he loves TV. And it just like opened my mind, because his mind is so incredible in the way he views things. Like just saying that you like TV and that's not embarrassing kind of like opens up your way of thinking about things, because they're so moralistic of like, you know what I mean?
So the way he had a non-judgmental view of culture and popular culture expanded your mind.
Exactly. And he— I think it starts that one where every day he calls up a friend of his and they gossip every day on the phone. And I think just the format of like writing like that wasn't just like your obvious narrative, the way you tell a story. And also like books like in the 80s, like The Color Purple kind of blew my mind and sort of opened up my heart. But yeah, there's so many well-written books that just like really obviously like blow your mind, but those ones come to mind. And Without Feathers, Woody Allen.
Oh, right. Was that essays? Short stories?
Just like very abstract. I'm separating the artist from the art, but
sure, yeah.
But
it'd be weird if you weren't. If you're like, I found the book funny, but mainly I enjoyed the pedophilia in his backstory.
But yeah, Without Feathers is hysterical, and it's also kind of surreal. Surrealism in movies, this is a question about books. Movies changed me, like when I saw Eraserhead, David Lynch's first film, or Louis Buñuel, Un Chien Angelou. I don't know how to say it.
Sounded convincing.
It's like a French title, but it's surreal. It's the film where there's that famous razor that cuts that woman's eyeball. So like surrealism definitely blew my mind.
For me, when I think of being a teenager, I think of 2 things that I studied in year 11 and 12 for school that really like were sort of my favorite academic memories. And one was James Joyce, Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, and the poetry of William Keats. Both of those, there was a thread to them. They were, young, male, existentially tortured, horny, literary artists who artists that made the connection between making art and like their personal salvation, that for me really spoke to me. And it wasn't something that, growing up in like a middle class, Jewish family, it wasn't something that was presented to you as an identity. The idea that like art and purpose could really drive your life and like the search for meaning.
Yeah.
And I feel like Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, I don't know, I remember there were certain paragraphs or passages in that book that I would underline and read over and over. And they spoke just so—
You never read them to me.
Hey, let's do it.
I would
let's
love
do
it.
But they spoke so profoundly to just like my search for meaning as a teenager and the fact that it could be found in works of art.
Amazing. James Joyce, Irish?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've got to get into that.
Let's do it.
I mean, I've heard of that book, but I've never read it.
So there you go. That
Love
was
it.
some answers to your questions, Huck Hastings.
Hope that was pretentious enough for you.
Oh, yeah, we tried.
I threw in Clan of the Cave. Oh, I didn't throw in Clan of the Cave Bear. I threw in Flowers in the Attic.
There you go.
Clan of the Cave
For a little
Bear was
softcore porn.
exactly. Clan of the Cave Bear has a bit of porn in there too.
Reach out to us with a question at weirdtogetherpod@gmail.com, and we will see you next week.
See ya.
Together we're weirder together.